Hi everyone, this is Cory here, and let me switch over actually to talk mode. I'm back. I'm back after I had the reason I disappeared for a few days because my computer kind of died. What happened is actually I started to experience lag, and the lag got really extreme after a time. Even opening a window, sometimes like a browser window or anything, it took long time. And I checked through everything. Drivers, updated drivers, uninstalled stuff, reinstalled stuff. Whatever I did didn't go away. And then somewhere I read about the task manager has one little measure, which is not just the frequency of the processor. Oh, by the way, I told this with the GPU what has the problem, but the task manager has two really little, tiny little measurement next to each other. One of them is processor, like the CPU frequency. The another is the max frequency. And my max frequency was 15%, sometimes 30, sometimes 50. So my processor was throttling down like crazy. The strange was the temperature of the CPU never went over 50, 60 Celsius, but it was still throttling. So then I realized it's probably something with the CPU. So I opened up the box, and for my biggest surprise, the bracket, which holds the cooler on to the CPU, one side was broken and the cooler was hanging, half touching the CPU. I have a liquid cooling system, which was not doing its job because it could not lay on top of the processor. So when I realized, then computer decommissioned for a moment. I ordered the right parts. Luckily, I did not destroy my CPU with this, and I could get a cheap £10 part, which I had to wait a couple of days, but it's arrived. And then I could fix, and everything works since perfectly how I talked. So that was the big scare of my CPU. Is almost went up in flames, but luckily I survived, or it survived. So let's go back to the coding bit. For today I will do a score system to the game. I will add, and I'm here in the corner right away. Oh yeah, you don't need that. So let me go to the right scene first. So many stuff open. So let me go to where are my scenes? Probably at S. Oh, I'm on the folder. That's the reason I don't find it. Okay, so let's go to the play scene. I did not fix yet the animation problem. I will probably do next time. By next time. Obviously, it's not my highest priority because I know it will be fiddly. Okay, so score system. So what I want to do, I want to add the score system, and I had a really nice long session with ChatGPT, kind of thinking of how to add different different things to the game. I was really wanted to learn or figure out how the animals would work, how the buffs and stuff would work. So that was one of the conversation what I had with ChatGPT. The another one was even more interesting, is about the score system. Yeah, I keep falling down because I'm not paying attention. So on the score system, how I would do it is you get points for every level, or every time when you are right, you get some points. But when you are right more than like 3 times, then you start to get bonuses, 5 times bonuses, and so on. And those are multipliers. So you can get a lot more points having the multipliers, and that would carry over to the next level as well, I think. So you could go really lot of points, and this would be a continuously working or growing number, I think. Either I do it within a level or throughout the game, so you get multipliers if you are not dying. So that's the main idea. And then later on, when we have buffs from the different animals what we saved, then those can give you bonuses as well, for example. So you could get a really cool amount of points. I will save it like within a level or overall. I think it's more makes sense overall. Within the level, I would be more interested in what kind of numbers you made or not. Or maybe even there could be some drops sometimes, which you can pick up, and then you can get multipliers. But I don't want to get away the focus from the multiplication, because I want the kids actually learn the multiplication, not just hunting for multipliers and stuff. So yes, so that's the idea. So let's get to it. So first, I will need to add this system like this. I will need something similar to the levels. Let's just take a look on the levels, where I can save down these numbers, so when you come back you can continue your streak, or yes, your scores and everything is stored. So I think somewhere in the levels, or level state change, that's maybe not the one. Let me close all the irrelevant ones. So level menu, is that using the level state action? Okay, where the level state action is used. Let me find. So level manager, using this, and then okay, so there is a save and load somewhere. I need that technically. Save levels here. So we will save down, but I want to store it in a scriptable object. So the score, and also later on I can maybe use something like save it down to Steam or whatever we will do, and then load levels. Yes, so that kind of structure I need. Somewhere I had Load. Yes. Achievement manager. That's something else. Level manager has it. Active avatars has it. Oh yes, here I did. In the scriptable object right away there was a save and load functionality, which I think is a good idea to keep it there. Yes, because it's only had very similar thing I have to do to this. So it's keyboard. Still the mic in front of me. If I look down to the keyboard, I didn't come up with a better idea on that, and then try to push it a little bit to the right. Then it would be normally. Okay, so let's add the new scriptable object. So I will add the scriptable object, and I will call this score. .cs. Okay, and then pretty much the same. I need just the name, so it will be score, and then score. And the score order. I'm not sure what's the order number. Let's do 10. So it's the highest. Okay. Why? Okay, I named it wrongly. I was like, why everything is monochromic? CS. Let's try that again. CS. No, okay, that's better. And then score, which is a scriptable object, and then it has a couple of things. So first we have a score, total score. I don't know if I want to add per level score or something like that, but that one could be. So let's save that score. Score that. Okay, I probably want more than just that. I need to think. So I need to know the current streak level as well. I think it's I'm using the word right, streak. Let me check. That would be a good. Yes, winning streak, maybe. So let's call it winning streak. I think that would be the right naming here. Sorry, I just pop back stuff so I can see the chat and stuff. Have to align a little bit the windows and things. Okay, sorry. Okay, so I have the score that to load. And then that would be total score at this moment, but I want to add the winning streak as well. So I probably will create kind of a class for this score data, which has a integer of score, total score, and then also has another integer, and that's the streak. Did I spell that right? I have to double check that. Yeah, I do. Just don't want to look total idiot. Streak, winning streak. Okay, so I have winning streak. So every time I set how many, anytime I win, I rise this number. If I lose, then 0 this number. And the total score is will give multipliers of those numbers of the streak. Yeah. And I also need levels. Yes, so okay, so first what I want to save down is a score data, right? I want score data, and then here I want to save score data, and I here want to set score data from the file stream. Okay, so, and then I want to change load score. Okay, I hope I didn't leave any of the I have. Okay, I will have an action. But I have to update here. And I probably should save sessions only at end of levels, I guess. I can update the data on it. So I will need events for passing and losing in a round. I could hook that up to a couple of things there. It's not 100% makes sense, but I will look around where I can hook them up. Okay, first I want to make sure this is actually makes sense and I can save it, and then I can send the action on it event, and then I can start to add in the scores. I need a UI as well. Probably I will just drop. I have a canvas. I probably drop up a new canvas for that. Maybe later I do UI because I may need to modify and do stuff on it. I don't need to animate it, so it could be a normal. Could have been a normal UI document type of UI toolkit type one, but for the hearts I needed to use animations. I will see if I use animations on this or not. But probably not. Or yes, but not something where I need the animator. Okay, sorry, just had to think that through. Why I'm saying sorry? This is part of the process. Okay, So I can save and load the animator or the score data, but I don't know yet my multipliers. So I need to create that. And then if I do public, or actually this one is also a class. Because I probably need to serialize these. Or, score data should be private, but I kind of don't mind at the moment because I serialized field, no, serialized system serialized I want. Oh, come on. Game round state action has that. System serializable. I always forget that. So system serializable, and this will be system serializable as well, but this will be score bonds, multipliers. Okay, so score bonds has integer, which is the streak level, and I will use score multiplier because I already have multipliers everywhere in the game. Multiplier. Score multiplier. Come on. Streak bond. I think that's better. Multiplier. I managed it. Oh. Score bonds or bond score multiplier. I'm fine with that. And then I will have a list of score bonds called oh wait, let's capitalize these. Score data. Score data and score bonds. Okay. Okay, so this one is responsible to store. You know what? I'm not sure the bonds should be here. Should or not, because it's maybe I think I will have a score manager. I want to do this one mainly responsible to handling and loading, receiving the data. Want to split the management of this to somewhere else. So I leave this here, but I probably lift it over to another file in a minute. Okay, let's create the action. So similarly, like that one, I don't need to have okay. Could be. This is a score. This handles the scores. Maybe it should be score. Whatever, score is fine. Or score data. But then I can't use that one. No, score is fine. Okay. Well, let's create the action. So let's add the new. Where are the actions here? New file, and then let's add score. Do I really need an action? I don't think so. Is there a specific event which is related to scores? Yes, the streaks. When you rise from one streak level to the another. So yes, score state action. Yes, I could technically hook up most of the events. Most of the events, like winning, losing, are fine, which is resets or adds a level. However, when we get streak, that one is need to be, yes, that's need a specific action. Okay, and then very similarly to that, just different name. Score. I probably will never initiate this. Yeah, I don't know why I'm doing the menu. I don't need this. There. Okay, and then I will have one action, and it will have an integer. No. It will send a score. Send the score. No, the score is stored here, but a score bond, which has the motive. Yes, we need to have the bond because that will tell us like. So what I want to do is, like, for example, at level, like if you have a streak of 3, then it says streak. I don't know how they normally do streak 3 or something. Maybe I could add the string as well. String. Streak title, like double points or stuff like that. I don't know yet how is that will work, but if we reach the bond, then I need to show that on the screen, and I have to use the multiplier to multiply any other points, score points, what we get. Yeah, getting there. So what I need then, I need score bands, what I'm sending. Action on store bands changed. So if the store bands changed, then I get an action which is tells to my canvas what is the actual store band, what it have to use at the moment. Makes sense. Which will trigger multiple things. So it will trigger the message, some cool effect as well, sound effect and whatever, but also Okay, anyway, anytime when we go up, this is really good because anytime when the score is go up to a new level, new multiplier we can get, then something positive sound effect and feedback happens. But when it goes down, then I need a different one. So maybe I also want to add action on store bound, so grow or reset instead of change, because that's the two things what happens. Either resets if we lose the streak and we fall down or something, or it grows, or it resets or grows. Yes, that's the two things can happen. And also I need one when actually the score itself changes, so I can save it and stuff. Or would I save? Yes, I'm storing it in the score. I'm storing it here, so I have to keep updating here, and I need to. I may have a manager for this. Yes. Okay. So, and I need the action for the total score as well, which is an integer on score change. So anytime when the score changes, I will have an event as well, which is every level really. Yes. Okay. So I have my events. I have my scriptable objects, which is able to save. And now, when we load score data has the total score and the current winning streak. We know our bond and the score multiplier. Okay, I need that here probably if I want to send the right events. So as probably I have to keep it here. The bonds. Okay, makes sense. Okay, and we have the events. Okay, now let's add the a score manager script. Where's my other managers, level manager, and so. Oh, I think I wanted to do this public as well, and that one as well. Yeah. Okay. So it saves down the score. It has events on the score, and now I need my manager, score manager. Okay, new file. Let's call it score manager.cs, and the score manager.cs will be using. I should let Unity create this, because then I don't need to